Hey guys, Grumpy here with my Atlas farming strategy. It is a very simple strategy. You can do it at any tier on an absolute budget character. Right now I'm currently 77, just cap my resistances. Um, my attributes aren't even fixed yet, right? I can't level all my gems. Shoestring budget character that I put together with a couple fracture bases and essences. So the Atlas tree will be posted below, as well as an alternate version of the Atlas tree, as well as if you use Better Trading, which is an add-on, the folder that I use will be also linked below. So let's go ahead and jump into the strategy and talk a little bit about it, and then ways that you can improve it and get even more currency out of this strategy. So on average, you're gonna make anywhere between 3 to 5 divines an hour doing this. You can probably make a lot more. It honestly just depends on how quickly you can get through these maps, just how fast you can churn them. Now, the 3 to 5 is based on um, running maps at 2 minutes a map. But if you have a decently geared character, you can probably make double that, to be honest. So let's go ahead and talk about the maps really quickly and then talk about the atlas. The maps that we're running are City Square and then Vaal Pyramid. The reason we're running those is because they're back to back. They also feature triple bosses. Very important for the strategy that we're running. You want those triple bosses. If you want to go that extra mile, you don't have to, but one way that you can improve the strategy is you can roll your maps until you get the twinned prefix, which is going to double the amount of map bosses that you have available. So instead of in three, you'll have six. The reason map bosses are so important and having that many is important is because we're running Metamorph, which if you don't know, you're going to get more unique organs per unique enemy that you have on the map. And then those unique organs are going to be able to get you access to Tan's lab, which is going to allow you to run that event, that content. Or you can sell the organs in bulk on TFT if you want as well. And also, it's just going to generate more rewards because you're going to be able to fill the meter up with a better multiplier. So that's why that's important. Then the second reason triple bosses are important is because we're also running Harbinger. So if you run this without a compass, it doesn't really matter. But once you do get the compass, which we'll talk about a little later, um, the compass is just going to generate a ton of currency for you. Basically, it turns your bosses into harbingers, right? They're all going to drop their own currency. Usually, you're going to get really good currencies, and then every once in a while, you get a fracturing shard, which is going to pay for, a dozen maps or so. So, other things that we're running in this strategy is Bestiary. Bestiary is absolutely insane this league for all the reasons that it normally is, plus some. We have Crucible League, so people are smelting their weapons down. Either they're doing the Divine flip, where they're splitting them, combining them again, selling them for Divine, or they're genuinely trying to craft their own weapon, which is also going to require splitting, imprinting, things like that. So we want to invest in Venomous for the spider, the split beast, and then we also want to invest in Kraken Chimeros, which is the imprint beast. Krakens go for about 2 divine right now, a little less, and split beasts go for I believe half a divine right now. And you're gonna get these. These are super common. You can expect one, I believe, every 7 or 8 maps or so. And you can expect a crate kick, I believe, every like 20 maps, maybe a little less. Um, we also pick up twin chance. So sometimes you can get two crate kicks. That's 4 divine right there. That is a good day. And then the last thing that we don't really have on the map yet because I don't have the points is expedition. So the reason we use expedition is because we're gonna get logbooks, we're gonna get Danic currency, Tujin currency. You can sell them, right? You can sell the logbooks, you can sell the reroll currencies, or you can choose to invest in that, and you can do the Tujin reroll and make absolute bank doing that. But I know a lot of people don't want to do that, so you can sell at any step. If you don't want to bring expedition into the map, right, you can skip this entirely and instead focus on getting Delirium orbs. So super simple to do, very easy. What you're going to want to do is pick up Paranoid Fixation and then pick up Descent into Madness. What this is going to do is it's going to scale your how quickly you fill your bar up, which is going to allow you to drop Delirium orbs more regularly. Paranoid Fixation basically gives you a 1% chance per unique enemy to get an additional Delirium orb. And then you can also scale that with Twins, like I mentioned before, so you'll have 6 unique enemies. And then you can pick up all these Rogue Exile ones, which is going to add more unique enemies to your map. I don't believe the Mesomorph counts, but if it does, you know, that's another bonus. The Mesomorph would also be considered unique. We don't run Rogue Mesomorph because we kind of want to control the map, but I believe the Rogue Mesomorph would count as a unique enemy. And then the last thing that's kind of unique about this is we block all the content. The reason being is, essences. I didn't even mention essences. It's just a staple, that's why I didn't mention it. But essences, the same in tier 16s as they are in tier 1s. They're just going to generate that constant basic currency for you. But anyway, the reason we block all this content off, we leave Expedition open because I like the content personally. But anyway, we block this because each one of these 2% feeds into essences. So on average, you're going to get 1 or 2 additional essences that you normally wouldn't. So going over the scarabs then, we run Bestiary Scarab, we run Harbinger, and we run a Gilded Mesomorph. We also run, where's that? We also run a Rusted Expedition just so that we can get it on the map. But because we don't have any investment in Expedition, we choose not to block it, and then we start filling out the nodes wherever we can. The scarabs are going to supersede that block chance, so don't worry about it. You're not like locking yourself out of the content. You're just getting that +2 for basically free. And then lastly, let's go ahead and talk about the compasses. Once you have your Voidstones in, and you run this at higher tier content, or higher tier maps, then what you can do is you can grab Remnant. Essence monsters have a chance to be corrupted by remnants. This is going to get you more remnants of corruption, which you can sell for 1 chaos, or you can use them yourself. You want to run double catalysts, which is going to greatly increase your profits that you're getting from Mesomorph. And then you're also going to want to get Harbinger bosses drop Harbinger currency. That is going to be that's probably going to be the biggest source of income that you're going to get from this farm. So once you add those compasses in, but the compasses are completely optional. You don't need to add them if you don't want to. And then obviously if you are running compasses, you're not going to get those low tier maps. So it's kind of like a little balancing act. Anyway, we run Essence on here. All of our scarabs combined cost about 7 chaos. So we're talking about like 10 chaos per map. The map is free because it's easily self-sustained. And basically, you want to go ahead and open it. Make sure you have your Remnants of Corruption. You are going to need some of these, and that's for the essence mobs that you're going to come across. So, Bestiary I know is a little bit of a pain to manage, but the trick is just don't kill everything. You really just want to focus on the beasts that are valuable. That being the split beast.
I'm not up to that just yet.
That being the split beast, and then also the kind of frog looking one. The split beast looks like a spider, kind of like this, except it's larger and it has squares on its back. So, can I get a second to talk? Anyway. If you don't see that beast, if it's red and you don't see those characteristics, then just run right past it. It's a Harbinger I didn't finish off. Anyway. So go ahead and crack it open. It is twinned. I don't know if this one will get, like, I don't know if we'll get 3 essences here. Let's see. Yikes.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
No, we don't get 3 essences. That'd be cool though. But that's fine. Yikes. Spiders in this game have Flicker Strike, and I believe they have a higher chance to crit, so they're gonna be painful.
Do not worry, little beast.
Let's see if we can make big bucks. A chance to bleed. 2-2. I don't know if that's worth anything. Probably not. But anyway, on all of your essences, you're gonna want to go ahead and use a Remnant of Corruption. The only reason you wouldn't want to is if you have they have like a single wailing or something like that, then it's not gonna be worth it. It's kind of a waste. Let's keep going here. The only reason I stopped to do Expedition is if it's Danik or Tujin. Otherwise, I just run right past it. You can do these if you want. It's just going to be more profit. And there is always the chance to get a logbook. And the logbook doesn't have to match the person whose mechanic it is. So you can get Knights of the Sun from Gwenin. You can get Black Scythe from Rog. It doesn't really matter. We skip Crucible because LOL. And then we keep going. This is not a red beast that we care about, but it is going to bother us. Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is the Kraken Chimera. This is 2 divine right here. Let's go ahead and capture that beast. It's the one hopping around with all its little copies around it. So that's 2 divine right there. We butter up our essence. Then we keep going. Single Shrieking, we're not going to corrupt. Because best case, we upgrade it to a Deafening and then we miss out. And I believe that is it. Just want to clear up any more Mesomorph tags you see on the map. Don't really see any other ones, so let's go ahead and kill the boss. Great. You check your uniques for Mage Bloods. I don't see any. Thief's Torment though, that's pretty good. And then the last thing we do is we spawn Tane and we look at our rewards. So what you want to do is you want to focus on either currency or catalyst. You should focus on currency. I really like catalyst though. I haven't gotten a divine reward. As soon as I get a divine reward, then I'm gonna change my mind. But the order should be currency, then catalyst, then divination, and then finally those unique organs. But I just like catalyst. I like that gamble. So let's go ahead and fill this up. If you want, you can juice the bar, right? Like you can sacrifice 1 so that you can fill the bar up. That's just going to increase how much reward you get. Right, so something like that. Right, it doesn't matter. You don't really have to focus too much on that. Really, you just want to look at currency. Right, get an organ out. And then just focus on killing your boss. You do want to be careful. You're in low tier maps, so it's not that bad. But it is still a metamorph, so you have to be worried about random crits, it changing direction, you know, it just doing something crazy. Oh, cool. See? So we get a unstable catalyst and a prismatic catalyst. That's about like 12 chaos right there, so we already paid for the map.
Exile.
And then we want to summon another one. So this time we want to go currency. We can go for a unique item, currency, divination card, and then just whatever rare. Okay. One thing I do personally is I just check to make sure I didn't give it, make sure I didn't give it regen, just because my damage is not that spectacular, and I don't want to spend all day fighting a beast or fighting a metamorph. Oh my, that be better than me. Don't die to the world's slowest attack. Alright. I thought I would have killed it by now. But anyway. Stand back because GG likes on death effects. And then go ahead and loot that up. These uniques are trash, that's fine. But anyway, that's the map. So very simple farm. As you can see, we clearly made more than our 10C investment. Right, this unstable catalyst goes for 4 chaos. And what was the other one? The prismatic catalyst goes for 8 chaos. So that's 12 right there. Then the 2 essences of Delirium go for 12 chaos apiece. Right, so we're walking out with 24 plus 12, 36 chaos. And then these organs, which are potential currency if you do want to go that deep. We didn't sustain our map in that one, which is atypical. Usually we walk out with like 2 or 3 of the maps that we want. But yeah, that's the idea. Decently rolled. Decently rolled Thief Storm it. And then, is this worth anything? Potentially worth like 5 chaos. Alright. So that's the farm. You can expect, without any compasses, to make between roughly like 3 to 5 divine an hour. With compasses, you're gonna double the amount of money you make, so you can expect to make 6 to maybe not 10 divine an hour. That's a bit much. Maybe not double. You can make like 1.5. So you can make probably between like 4 to 7 divine, 4 to 8 divine an hour. It just depends how quickly you can churn through maps, right? Like I have a really bad build, so for me it takes 2.5 minutes per map. You with a much better build could probably blast through a city square in under a minute. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that strategy. Like I said, the Atlas tree is going to be down below. The one I'm planning to use, the Delirium alternative, and then as well as the better trading folder will be all in the description. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them below. But other than that, Grumpy out.